This is Victor Wise coming on with another one of my tapes, something that I think will be helpful to our children to follow. Things I'd like them to know that they'll never get in school. They'll get just the opposite of this, but this is in reality the real truth of the thing, and I want them to know the truth of God's creation and what it means to me and to you and me, both of us. But you know, Bobby, I was telling you about the skunk. You know what skunks are. They roam around the country at night, but when they get hit in the highway, they make an awful stink we don't like. But the fact is, before the mother skunk leaves her little ones in the hole, which is her home, she sprays them a little bit. She don't want any enemy to come along and eat her young. So she leaves a little spray. Well, how does that skunk know that that spray, which is delicious to them, is nauseating to you and me? This is something that came to her the day she was born. She uses her defenses that have been given her as though she had studied in college. The fact of the situation is, what we call a dumb skunk, fooling around trying to steal our chicken, has a tremendous knowledge of how to survive in this old world. Things come upon her that can't wait hours or days or years or a millennium. It has to have that knowledge now in order to live and get along. The skunk is just one thing that comes upon us as we think of creation, because the Word tells us, in the beginning, God. God was the center of everything. There's never been a man lived who could disprove that God did not make this creation. But everything that God made proves the power of the Creator. And that's why I tell these stories, because I want our boys and girls to know the truth and to really see something about what God has done. But the few things that I will present here today on this little tape are nothing in comparison to what's going on around us all of the time. Miraculous things we don't know a thing about. No one has time to study every insect. They all have different characteristics. But all their characteristics prove God created them. For instance, here I'll tell you, before we quit, about the desert toad. Maybe you've never seen a desert toad. But you know what desert is? Dry. Very dry. Extremely dry. But they get water once in a while. Maybe not very much. But the desert toad lives out there, and that's her home. But for her eggs to hatch, she had to have water. You say, why doesn't she get out of the desert? It's her nature to live in the desert. So God has prepared her to live in the desert. She knows enough to get the right kind of a place, and she'll dig a little hole and then wait for the rain. When the rain comes, it runs that low place, and she lays her eggs, and they hatch. There isn't anything she thought up herself. But she lived on the desert, and if it's the first egg she ever laid, she knows exactly how you do it. Beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. He made everything capable of taking care of itself and living.